It's your man Jay Graves Report, and welcome to the College Football Weekly Preview, Week 12. Y'all know how we get it in, so let's get it in. Previewing the top 5 ball games of the weekend, so let's get right to it. Now, here's the deal, bruh. I didn't change locations. I just changed the doggone camera around, and I know y'all can see this crushed velvet I wear today, bruh. Only the players can wear this, bruh. Only the players, and you gotta have a player's card. And what did I tell you? I'm the only done giving the cards away. Let's move on to the first ball game. Now, let's go down to the SEC. We got number 15, LSU, coming in to play, going down to the Grove to play number 22, Ole Miss. Now, here's the deal. Both these duns coming off bad losses to Dub, Arkansas. We got to laugh about that, first of all. LSU was at the crib last week, got the brakes beat off of them by Arkansas. Dub Brent Billum was the butt of jokes all the beginning of the season. Now this done winning games. 2 weeks ago, he beat Ole Miss. So both these duns come in this game punch drunk. So what are they going to do? Who's going to win this ball game? Now, LSU comes in averaging 33 points a game, putting up 419 yards a game. Ole Miss averaging 40 points a game, bruh, putting up 526 yards of offense. Here's the deal. LSU comes in with Leonard Fournette. That done been shut down for 2 weeks. So what is he going to do? LSU got the defense. But here's the problem. Ole Miss and Chad Kelly lead the SEC in passing offense. This done has 3,200 yards, more than 23 touchdowns. It's going to be a problem for LSU on the road, bruh. Mike the Tiger comes into this game punch drunk, stumbling around, looking dull. LSU goes down this weekend again. Lose, 2 or 3 straight? What is happening when boys lose to Alabama? They just fall apart, bruh. They can't find themselves after Alabama. I don't know what Alabama doing to these boys. But they can't win. Hey, let's move on to the next ball game. Like I said, I got Ole Miss to win this one. Now, let's go down to Tuscaloosa. We got Charleston Southern goes in to play number 2, Alabama. Let's move on to the next ball game. What is going on? Who scheduled this ball game? This is the problem I got with the Duns in the SEC. Let's say it. Let's put it on the table. Everybody and their baby's mama is playing meaningful games this weekend. Everybody's fighting for their lives. And Alabama got Charleston Southern coming in town, bruh. These boys ain't even going to put on doggone tape their ankles and wrists this weekend to play this ball game. I mean, let's keep it real. Now, everybody always hollering and screaming about all the other conferences or the other teams' non-conference schedules. Because people are saying, well, I heard Herb Street and Doug David Pollock always got something crazy to say, talking about everybody's non-conference schedule, like North Carolina being 9-1, playing in the ACC. They ranked 17th, but if they win this weekend, if they win in the ACC championship game against Clemson, they still can't get in because of their non-conference schedule. They play in the same conference as Clemson. They undefeated. I mean, they only lost 1 ball game, so what do? These duns here. Now, think about this. These duns in the SEC, they'll play Charleston Southern. Alabama played Charleston Southern. Then they played Louisiana Monroe. But here's the deal. They never go out of the South to play. Anytime they play a non-conference schedule, they play some dud team from the South, in the South, never want to come out of the South, and then want to tell everybody else that they should play better non-conference game. And let's keep it all the way 100, bruh. It's only 3 teams in the SEC on a consistent basis. LSU, Alabama, and Florida. All the rest of them duns are duds. Don't even bring up Georgia, because Georgia is Mark Rich Georgia. Now, I'm going to pick Alabama to win this ball game, but Alabama is dud this weekend for playing these boys from Charleston Southern. Me and the fellas can go out here and play Charleston Southern this weekend, bruh. Now, let's move on to the next ball game. We going down to the Big 12. We got number 18, TCU, goes into Norman to play number 7, Oklahoma. Now, here's the deal. TCU comes into this ball game averaging 44 points a game, putting up 608 in yards, per game. These boys were the real deal till they got beat a few weeks ago, and now they done. OU comes into this ball game averaging 46 points a game, putting up 545 yards per game. And they got the three-headed monster going on right now. Baker Mayfield, Samaje Perine, and Sterling Shepard. Now, it reminds me a little bit of the boys back in '83 from Nebraska when they had the three-headed monster, when they had Turner Gill, Mike Rozier, and Irvin Fryer. Now, if you young boys that don't know about that situation, go look it up. That's why they got search engines on computers. Hey, Oklahoma beats the brakes off these boys because if OU wins this ball game and then wins again next week against Oklahoma State, which they will, because Oklahoma State's undefeated right now, but they done. OU is 88-17-7 against them done. No way does OU lose next week, so I'm already putting that on the table right now. Because why? Because the Cowpokes are done when it comes to big ball games. Now, think about this. The last time these dudes played this big ball game, TCU look, I'm talking about the wrong game. Let's move on to the next ball game. OU wins this ball game. Now, we got Baylor and Oklahoma State. We got number 10, Baylor, come in 9-1 after a dull loss last weekend to OU. Then Oklahoma State, undefeated, 10-0, comes into this ball game ready to roll. They averaging 43 points a game, putting up 497 a game. The last time this ball game was played, Baylor showed up in Stillwater in 2013 and beat the brakes off and got blasted by these boys from Stillwater 49-17. Then last year, they got revenge on them. Baylor beats the Cowpokes 49-28. This ball game typically goes to the team that plays at the crib. So Oklahoma State survives this weekend and gets ready to get the brakes beat off of them next weekend. We just got to call it what it is, bro. Oklahoma State is Oklahoma State. There are no surprises here, bro. It is what it is. There's a reason why you play ball at Oklahoma State and not at OU. Let's keep it real. Let's all the way 100. But this weekend, Oklahoma State survives. Let's move on to the next ball game. Now, we got number 9. Michigan State shows up in Columbus to play number 3, Ohio State. Now, everybody's talking crazy about Ohio State, worried about Ohio State. Let's keep this real. Yeah, Ohio State hasn't played anybody all season, but it's just the same as last year. These boys start the season this weekend, beat the brakes off Connor Cook and the boys from Michigan State. Why? Connor Cook comes in banged up. Yeah, he says he's going to play this weekend. He's not bad. The shoulder injury's not giving him any problem. It's Ohio State, bruh. You going to get the brakes beat off of you this weekend. Why? Because they got a cat named Zeke Elliott. 15 straight ball games with 100 yards plus. This kid is the real deal. You can't stop him, and you got J.T. Barrett is in the building. Now, all you got to do is keep that done out of an automobile between now and Saturday. Don't let that done even drive to practice. Don't even let him get in the car. Get that done a skateboard and let him ride around campus. And matter of fact, don't give him nothing with no wheels on it, bruh. You got to just walk that done. Look, hold him by the hand like he a blind man and walk him around campus. Don't let that done get in anything with an oval on it. Ohio State beats the brakes off these boys. Now, let me say this before I get out of here. I'm tired of duns like David Pollack continuing to say that the Big 12 does not play a championship game. They don't play a championship game. However, they play a round robin. That means that they play everybody in the conference touches each other. The rest of these conferences that play a championship game, all the teams don't play each other. So, in my opinion, and I don't care one way or another about the Big 12, the SEC, the Big 10, ACC, doesn't matter. All I'm saying is if all the teams play each other, that's just as good, if not better, than having a conference championship game. Because the Duns in the SEC don't play everybody on both sides of the ball, so you got to have a doggone conference championship. Same thing with the Big 10 and the ACC. There are certain teams on the schedule that you do not play. So if you don't play everybody, are you really a true champion because you didn't play everybody? But in the Big 12, everybody plays everybody. And whoever wins is the conference champ. That only makes sense. It's your man, Jay Graves Report from TheJayGravesReport.com. Or you can hit me up on Twitter at JayGravesReport so you can holler at your boy.